Hi, I'm Sid Wood, owner of Riverdance Gold Mining and the inventor of Riverdance Mini Jigs. Welcome to Riverdance Gold Hunter. This is my big brother and co-founder, Larry Wood.
Hi. Join us as miners from all over the world put our machines to the test, hoping they will win the grand prize.
Wait, it is not that kind of show. There is no grand prize.
Well, it's still going to be a lot of fun.
Riverdance Gold Hunter is the ultimate how-to show for portable mineral jigs. We want everyone to see these machines in action, to know how easy they are to operate, to understand how they work, and that they can be used for just about any material type or mining application.
We wanted to make sure that we had a wide variety of talent and experience. We wanted our cast to be passionate about gold hunting because only one can be crowned the king of the gold hunters.
Actually, they are all going to be gold hunters, and nobody's getting crowned king.
Okay.
We sent 6 brand new Riverdance mini jigs to gold and gem hunters all over the US, Alaska, and as far away as Australia.
Down under. G'day, mate.
This episode and all the episodes that follow are unscripted, unlike this intro. This is the real deal. We took raw footage from their adventures and misadventures, showing their wins and losses, mistakes and successes, and we put it all together in a way we hope you will enjoy. Now get ready for something new, because this is Riverdance Gold Hunter.
G'day guys, Jason here from Prospecting the Alpine, and today I've come home to a nice little bit of a surprise. And so here's a nice little box I've come home to today. There it is there. Nice little box from Riverdance Mining, so this is very cool to open up. So let's get her inside and crack open the box.
Oh, just got a message, said my package has arrived. Let's go down and find out. Some people have a mailbox. I have a doghouse.
Hey guys, Chad Roy here. You see me running the camera? We're on the Wild Ammonoosuc River in the mountains of New Hampshire, about 30 minutes from Mount Washington. We've been mining this river for about 20 years, Chris and I, and we run 2 4-inch dredges. You can see one of them in the background. But today we're excited to open a new piece of equipment from Riverdance Gold Mining out of Alaska. And it's a gold mining jig. So we're going to unbox it now, and we look forward to using it to find and recover lots of gold on this river. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So Sid Wood from Riverdance Gold Mining sent us this box. We're going to see what we got inside.
Hello, I'm over here in Brager Springs Valley, right here by the Dragon. I'm super excited to unbox my river jig.
Hi, so I'm going to open up my first package here. Look at that! I thought this was the one with the screens, but instead it's the hat. I'm so excited. I got a new hat. Let's see how it fits. Woohoo!
What's up, everybody? I'm Chad with Deep Woods Prospecting, and I got a little surprise today from the Riverdance mining crews. Let's see what they sent us. It's that big old box. Alright, y'all, so we got this big old 60-pound box here. Let's open her up and take a peek. Yo! Widen this view up a little bit. Well packaged. Well packaged. Very secure. The lid don't want to back off. Alright. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you pack a package in. You ain't gotta worry about nothing getting broke. A lot of good stuff here. Second stage shoot. Interesting. Guessing this is something for the drive, I'm guessing. We'll check that out shortly. Oh, that's nice. What is this? What is this? I know it's heavy, I'll tell you that. One hand in it. Because unfortunately, my camera thing is dead. I thought I had it on charge, but it turned on in my bag and died. I'm telling you, Sid knows how to pack a package, man. Shout out to him, because a lot of people don't package them this well. This did come all the way from Alaska. That's a long trip. Man, that thing looks cool. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. I know it's upside down, but to me it's not, because I'm kind of looking at it. Alright, that's cool. What is this right here? Pump and adapter. Man, he even labels it. Look at that. Y'all ain't checked them out yet. Y'all go check out Sid at Riverdance Mining. They got some cool rigs and very well packaged. Professional. That's professional, you know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes you have to explain this to people. I get what you're coming from here. But, you know, it works. Oh. Let's get this other one out. Let's set it up on the table. Yes. What else we got here? Got some hoses. Awesome. What are you doing down there? Huh? Are you supposed to be there? Where are you supposed to be? Or are you an extra? We'll keep you anyways.
Oh, you see that? Yeah, there's always one.
It's kind of amazing the amount of shrink wrap that goes in that box. I mean, you know, very nice packaging. It's, people keep saying.
I like shrink wrap in it. It's really my favorite part.
I think we could save a little money on shipping.
No, seriously, I don't want stuff to slide around in there. I don't want things to bunk into each other. Shrink wrap is a really easy, cheap way to go, and it doesn't weigh anything.
All in all, people seem to really appreciate the amount of care you take to packaging them too. They look really nice. All joking aside, that's a professional looking package right there.
Well, thank you.
You have a nice package. Well, say that. Edit that, Colby.
Hi, I'm Morgan Lauren, and I have with me the Riverdance Gold Jig Mini. This thing is packable, portable. I can put it on the back of my four-wheeler in an airplane. I can hike it out in my backpack. It is an absolute game changer when it comes to prospecting and mining as a whole, being able to clean gold. So I'm very, very fortunate to have this. It was a gift by the owner of Riverdance Gold, which is Sid Wood. thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come out and test this. And I am up in interior Alaska right now in the Yukon Territory, where this guy is going to come in more than handy. There are some very steep benches and hillsides that have never been prospected at the top, and I now have the ability to go up and do more than just panning. So thank you so much. I love it. I am so excited. So thanks. Perfect. All right. And here, look at how fine that 100 mesh screen is. That is going to let only the finest of the finest through. I'm going to be using this anytime I'm out by the glacier or anytime I'm having to deal with super flower gold. And if we put them side by side with the 20, you can see how much coarser of material can go through that 20 compared to that 100. And that 60 is going to sit somewhere right in between the two of them. We can also see that, say I wanted to go ahead and change this out really quickly, all I have to do is remove these, pull this, and the whole thing will pop out. I simply grab this one, stick it back in, and put the nuts back on. It's that simple.
Decided to use this. Nice little package. All right, we got all sorts of stickers. Alaska made and Alaska capable. Coupled with some instructions. So we'll look at those and we'll get into opening the box here, see what we got. Looks pretty good. Now, I've never used a jig before, so this is a brand new experience for us, and we look forward to seeing how it operates.
That's not that bad. Where's the pocket knife? Which end do we open?
What all we got in here? Oh, man. All kinds of cool little gadgets.
I do want to be a little bit careful opening up this. I don't want to damage anything. Very nicely wrapped up, guys. Good job. Oh, nice catch. There's one of our screens. I'll show you one of those in a minute. So we have a couple more of our hose connections. Just a little bit of packing. A little bit more packing. We have another box here, which is our AC adapter valve, our screen brush and tools. So these will be very cool. We'll have a look at this in a second. And wow, have a look at this. Oh my God, this looks beautiful. Oh, beautiful aluminium construction. It's all been grinded back to make it all very nice, smooth finish. Awesome welds on this. These are great. Have a look at this. So we have our switches here, AC and DC, so for power and for our batteries. So that's very, very awesome. Quick switch in between there, so that's going to make life easy. We do have our battery cables and our connectors underneath here. So that is very, very good. And look how light this is, guys. One hand. We're going to be able to take this with us absolutely everywhere. This is going to rock.
Ah, this is so hot. The desert's 117 degrees. I'm like trying to back up in the shade, but it's kind of hard too. So I think this blade, it's a little bit different. It says, I don't even know, but you push the button. Ah! Okay, I didn't cut myself, so we're doing good. So we're gonna go ahead and unwrap this river jig using this knife. That's like 1,000,000 degrees. I don't even want to touch it because it got so hot. We were traveling through to this wonderful place, Anza Springs, and I thought of this dragon here in the desert. It's quite fierce and tough. So I want to be just like the dragon, fierce and tough and find lots of gold. Guys, got a lot of tape on this here, huh? I don't know if I have this correct. Oh, great. There's a whole lot of stuff going on here, and look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and take this hat off for a moment. It's so hot here. Like I said, it's 117 degrees in Anza Springs today. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, I don't know why it kind of looked like gardening tools at first. Maybe it's the packaging, or was this? I have to flip it down. Man, you gotta be tough just to get it out of the box.
What is that kind? Wonderful place.
Dragon.
It's a big dragon. It's a big metal dragon, it looks like.
The fireweb. Teeth! The size of my thumb.
It is recorded.
Oh, he's as big as dinner plates.
Got a lot of tape on this here, huh?
The right amount of tape, I think. I think it's just the right amount of tape. No, I do put a lot of tape on there.
Oh, what is this? Wow. It's an envelope. Looks like super important. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at this. Wow, I got my own certificate of ownership. This is even more exciting. Look at this, it's like really happening. It's real life. I'm trying to like keep my calm, but I can't. You wanna go ahead and do an up close on everything? We're gonna go ahead and finish this whole entire unwrap, and I'm gonna keep heading up to the mountains, to the river. We're gonna go ahead and put this baby in action. Woo! Yeah!
All right, y'all. So we finally got one of these open, and that was hell. Not gonna lie. Good job wrapping it up so it's secure, but boy, this, I wanted to show y'all this. This is another container. They come with it. It's got our concentrates, pan, jig shot, and paperwork. Digging the dang labels, bro. That's cool. Everything's labeled. Everything.
Well, yeah, you can't be the Riverdance Gold, king of Riverdance Gold Hunting. But I think the shrink wrap king, or king of the wrap, sufficient packing. I think Chad said it all. That was a well-packaged, safe bundle, and everything showed up in perfect shape due to the fact that you shrink wrap excessively.
Listen, it's important to securely package these machines.
And they are securely
You want
packaged.
them to be in good shape when they arrive, and they're coming all the way from Alaska. All right, so
Bomb-proof, nuclear fallout, hail, rain. It's good.
oh boy,
Acid rain. That's
I
true.
get it.
Yep.
I get it. A little heavy on the tape and shrink wrap. I will do better.
Alright. It's a DeWalt 12 volt. Let's get the inverter here. Cool. Same setup I use for my bucket rigs. Awesome. Yep, I slide my DeWalt on there and let her eat. Oh, excuse my language. forgot I was doing a video.
Okay, let's try to get this out of the box here a little bit. That wasn't that bad. Looks like we got it on the wrong end here, possibly. Well, I'll start this way so I can just start getting things out of here. Nice job, guys, at the packing department. Nice job. Wing nuts. I want to get me some clamps in case I lose one of those. Obviously, I'm upside down. Uh-oh. How about the bolt the wing nut goes on?
He found a bolt, a nut, and 2 washers, I think.
Yep.
Just, reassemble.
Guy, you are Dad. Dad flex on him. Yeah! Now your turn.
Let's see your muscle, Uncle Larry.
Flex him.
My road is very bumpy. As you
I bet you could crack an egg in there.
things
Ew!
What do you mean, ew? That's cool.
Can you do
I think
that
Grandma Wood
dancing?
used to do that.
Yeah.
I'd flex and she'd go, ew, that's disgusting, buddy. Yeah.
Can you do the up dancing?
21 miles, it takes me 45 minutes to get to town.
Can you do it, Dad?
Are we watching the show or not? Good grief.
Will that be in the show?
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might need a washer. Maybe even a second one. We'll just reassemble. Don't want to be losing stuff. I see where she came from. We can take care of that right away. My road is very bumpy, as you've seen. Things tend to take a little bouncing to get here. It's not the easiest place to get to out here. 21 miles, it takes me 45 minutes to get to town. So late in the evening here, the mosquitoes are just eating me alive. Probably should get out my instructions and look at everything, figure out which way everything goes together. Well, that's it. Looks like I got some reading to do. I'm gonna take this stuff inside and figure out which way everything goes. Oh, this is different screens. I see what's going on. Yes, different screens to go on top of here.
So as you can see, the machine is not that big either. So it is quite small. So it's going to be quite interesting to get this out on the field and give it a crack. So there's the other side of our power boxes. Here's the opposite side of the machine. So that's where we put our hose on for all our water. So that'll be good. We've got a couple of hose clamps here just to protect the diaphragm there. So that is very, very cool. Absolutely loving this. Okay, so the bolts here. Oh yeah, so these hold the screens down. All right guys, 1 sec, I'm just gonna pop these down and I'm gonna go and have a look at these. This. I'll be with you in 1 second. Alrighty, Let's have a look at the screens here. Okay, yep. So we have a washer, Allen key, a wing nut. Ooh. I can see these being very fiddly out on the field actually, especially when you've got cold numb hands from working in the water all day. I can see myself dropping these in the rocks, having to pull the metal detector out to look for them. I've had to do that before with a sleep or two. Very nice. Right, go to the other side. I'm going to pull it, I want to be a little bit careful. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit sticky. Oh, beautiful. Have a look at this, guys. Check out that. So it just comes off. Just have your 4 bolts there, pushes down. It's all nicely siliconed up. Yeah, this is very nice, well made. And I'm loving that screening there. It's all made out of aluminium. The screen looks like it's stainless steel, so that's going to be really good. That's not going to rust out on the field, so that's going to be perfect. All right, let's have a look at this. Have a look inside this bad boy. Let's have a look in there. Look at that rubber seal. That is perfect. Nice and thick too. Oh, what's in the bottom? Oh, hello. Beautiful. So there's not much to it on the inside of it, so it's a pretty simple machine. I can't wait to get this out on the field and have a look. This is going to be awesome. Hells yeah. So here are all my other mining stickers on the side window there. I don't have too many yet, but we are getting there. So I do have a nice place. I reckon I'm going to put it right there. My Riverdance sticker. So I've already cleaned a spot for it. Look at that. Perfect.
Okay, so we have the 20 mesh here. You can see it's a little bit wider. We're gonna put our buckshot and it's gonna fill just to the top of this. It's not very much. It's about a layer, maybe a layer and a half across all of it. When I put my materials in, they're gonna come in. The buckshot's gonna be pulsating with the water. The light materials are gonna run off this side and straight out the machine, where everything else will find its way down and come straight through. Going to continue to pulsate all the way through, and it's going to be caught down here. You can see that little screen there. I'll have to take that guy off when I go to run it. Pretty basic though, which is great because when you're mining, the less you have to worry about, the better. So we have our battery source here. This is our power source. It goes into this little motor that is going to turn this. It's going to then cause this to come up and down, which causes suction here. On the back side, we have where our water comes straight in, and it's gonna fill this reservoir. And as this is pulsating, it's gonna cause a suction motion from the buckshot. So basically, it's gonna force all of those heavy materials through the screen. If it can make it through the screen, we want it. And it's gonna come straight through and come out the bottom here where I'll catch it in a bucket. Okay, here is my little tote that it comes with. Pretty basic, little bitty tote. We're just gonna clip on the top. I'm probably going to drill an additional hole somewhere near the top for water to be able to flow out, because we are gonna have a little excess water going in and I don't want things coming back out the top hole. But we just set it there. We're gonna go ahead and lift and set it right there. And the goal is to get that lined up, that hole lined up with where the materials are going to be coming out of, so they can free flow straight down and just land right in this bucket. So this is the mini. I chose this one because it is portable and lightweight. As you can see, it's made out of aluminum. So it's super, super tough, but it is small enough that I can stick it in my backpack and just be able to pack it out wherever I want to go with it. I haven't had the opportunity to unpack it and get it going yet, so that's what we're gonna do now. So along with the mini, which this thing is stout, you know, for as being lightweight and as small as it is, You can tell that it's really well put together, and if it took a tumble out of the back of my four-wheeler or something else, I think it would survive. Pretty basic structure here for the jig components. So we've got the top where we're going to be putting materials, and inside we've got different meshes. This here is removable, so we can pop it out, and I've got a 20 screen in it right now, but you can go ahead and change it. So we've got 100, and I believe I also got a 60, and as long as we take these nuts off, these will pop right out, and it's that simple as changing screens. So whether it plugs up or we want to go to something finer or maybe something a little bit bigger. But pretty basic. Just put the buckshot in top. We've got a water spout in the back where we'll have a little pump to be able to pump water in here. And that water in the buckshot is going to vibrate up and down, and that pulsating motion is going to take anything that is heavy, trap them in that buckshot and shove them straight down, and it's going to come out the bottom here. Whereas anything that is lighter, any of the dirt or bigger rocks or just anything lighter than the gold weight is going to make its way out and fall out the top. Super basic concept, really, really efficient and really effective for when we're cleaning gold and trying to get it sized down from that concentrate, or even if we're just trying to prospect and see if there's any gold in the area. So already, without turning it on, I am absolutely in love with it, and I'm like just floored that I have the ability now to go out and hike this out to places. And yeah, instead of having to sit there and pan 20 pans, I'm going to be able to just run everything through this and pan down one single pan, which is awesome.
That Morgan's got it. She understands the concept, the way it works.
Yeah, I agree. That was really a good explanation of how it works, and going through, just looking at it and explaining what is happening where things go and why it works. It really is simple, like she said. It's super simple and super effective.
And she's never used it. Never used one. She just understands the concept. She must have done a little studying, you know?
Well, I don't think she's brand new to mineral jigs.
Oh, okay.
She's seen or used the bigger mineral jigs in the cleanup process before. And but these are absolutely different. They are much smaller, and so you have to feed them differently. The water flow is different. But the concept is the same. It's pulsing water through a screen. The jig shot is denser than the material that you're feeding into it, but not as dense as the gold. And so the gold slips down through and either rests on the screen or goes right through into the concentrates bucket below. So great job, Morgan. We are excited to see what you do.
All right. And the water accessory kit to run our pump. Tools, screen brush, AC adapter. There's a pump and adapter. So you can see it doesn't take that much energy. Small bilge pump here. Nice run of cord. It's always handy to have the right amount of cord that we have. This must hook up to your battery adapter. Packaged quite well. Not sure what this is. Oh, it's a adapter so you guys can run it off. We can run it off our DeWalt battery. It looks like. It's like a little converter. So you can run off from the drill. We run DeWalt, so that's what they sent us. Box of goodies. Beautiful day here today. It's going to be close to 80 degrees. Close to it, probably in the mid-70s. Up in the mountains of New Hampshire, that's spectacular. So we really appreciate Riverdance Gold Mining and sending us this equipment. And inside here, that's what we got. Looks like I've got a spray nozzle in the box. And probably our weights are steel shot that we put in the trays. Yep, that's what this is. Steel shot. All right, let's get another set of screens. You can see that these screens here are not quite as fine as those, so we can run two different style screens. So we look forward to trying this baby out here on the river. And you can see it's very well made, very impressive, very light machine. I can carry it. We have a zip line up here, and I think that we're gonna zip it across the to the island on our back. So Sid, want to thank you very much for sending us this great piece of equipment here on the wild Ammonoosuc River in the mountains of New Hampshire. We look forward to using it, and hopefully we'll find tons of gold. I know we're going to find tons of gold, and I look forward to the recovery that the Riverdance Gold Mining jig is going to give us. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks again.
I am. You know, I have this gimbal, which I don't even think it's called a gimbal, but it's supposed to hold our phone. So we're going to do a phone angle. I need it from up there in the tree. And Chris was like, you're going to lose a phone. And I was like, no, I'm not, because I have pink duct tape. And all you have to do is get the phone, get the duct tape. And he's taller than me, so he can reach it like right up in there and then position it on the tree branch, and then he could duct tape it around. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try that out. Okay, let me go ahead and turn the camera on here. Thank you. Okay, so I was over here tightening these, but I'm not even like flicking them around tightening anymore. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Oh, hey, look. Somebody soldered that. Was it Sid? Or did Sid hire a soldering guy? Oh, look at Sid soldered that. Oh, look at Sid soldered that too.
Soldering? We would not send you a machine that we soldered. This is welded. I'm a spoolnut for welding aluminum. I'm Larry. I'm Sid's big brother and the head solderer for Riverdance Gold Mining. I'm building a rocker arm for a machine exactly like this, and I weld it. Not soldering, welding. Much stronger.
Is that a hole in it? No, it's not. Just kidding. There's some things going on here. It looks like they're little tires. Do these things move? It doesn't look like they move. I'm almost scared to touch it. After I read the warning risk. Let's see. I still don't know. Failure to keep the rod ends bearing grease properly will lead to premature failure of the drive system. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Warranty activation. Hey, that's cool. I like that. Still looking over the directions. And I still don't get it, but I'm going to try to set it up right now. Oh, look, I could see through the hole right here. What does that do? I hope like nothing comes down and like chops off my finger. If it's that's probably going to be the first, only, and last time that I put my finger in there, because I just needed to see, like, I don't know. Okay, so let's get my scissors out of the way. Oh, let's get some power coffee. Riverdance Gold Mining. Oh, that was good iced coffee. I get my iced coffee from Trader Joe's. It looks like, as I unravel this part, So this kind of scares me. So again, I keep getting really intimidating because there's all this electrical stuff. And as there's all this, my hair is flying everywhere again. As I come across all this electrical stuff, the thing is I was always taught that don't put electrical next to water. Like, oh my gosh, if you leave your hair dryer next to the bathtub, it's gonna fall in the bathtub and you're gonna get electrocuted and die. If I put my hair straightener in the bathroom and I leave it turned on and it touches any water around it and we're in the house, we're gonna get electrocuted and die. So I don't want to get electrocuted and die, and there's all this electrical. This will probably go to the battery.
Alright y'all, so let's open it together, huh? It's a dope box. Oh. Show my plus gear. Now y'all know my government. I'm just kidding, I don't care. Let's see what else is in here. Must be the shot. Yep, that's the shot. Cool. Oh. Alright, y'all. Excuse my mess, that's from this. Hopefully I'm picking nuggets like this out here soon. Alright y'all, so this I think is another setup of classifier. Now we're making some parts. Let me got it, Molly. Put that thing down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One of them. We got another one. I wish my camera thing wasn't, camera stand wasn't dead. I really thought I had it charged up. I did. But it turned on in my bag. Stuff happens sometimes. Can't explain it. It's all good. Because we're still making a video. Oh, that was straight up. Don't show my wife this. She's gonna kill me if I'm even gonna pick the knives. Yes, sir. There's another one. Oh my god. My phone was silent. So wrap that trap. Piece to the puzzle. Alright, cool. We got a couple things here. Worm gear and some kind of adapter hose type deal. And a pump. Oh man. Thought I had all that plastic in it. Drop something. Let me grab it. Oh. There's some paperwork. Anyways, Seaflow 2000 GPH bilge pump with the extendo wires and the alligator clips. Awesome. I go straight to the D-wall battery. Converter setup. We'll be in the game. Next up, I think this is that drive piece. It goes from here down to here. See? Alright, y'all, so that right there is that piece that goes straight up and down from the top unit right here. Well, the top of the unit right there, down to there. Cool. Well, gotta say, there's a whole lot of building that has to go on right here, but it's all right. It ain't gonna take me real long, but it's gonna be a little bit of work. But I really appreciate it, Sid, from the Riverdance Gold Mining crew. We're gonna have some videos coming soon. We're gonna shoot some awesome videos. Got a mic here, got this whole unit. About to run a buttload of dredge cons through it, and definitely go test it out in the wild. Just straight raw material. Possibly even some gems, crystals, and maybe even diamonds. Who knows? But yeah, we'll get this thing all built up and ready to hit the woods.
All right, so I have everything opened up and ready to go. I think I am ready to move some concentrate through this. I've got the proper mesh on there for the type of material that I'm running, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a go and see if we can get any gold out today. You know, it is raining a little bit, but it's kind of nice because it's keeping the mosquitoes down. When I tell you guys, the mosquitoes are horrible here. I mean, bad, like the worst mosquitoes I think I've ever had to deal with. There's points where they're flying and you can't even breathe because you're gonna suck them in. It's yucky. Okay, so my thoughts are I'm going to go ahead and use this tote to recirculate water, so I'm not spraying water everywhere and wasting it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this tote, stick the pump in it, have this here. I'm going to catch all of the unwanted materials over here and hopefully be able to reuse and recirculate the water. So I might have to put that up on there. I'm not really sure quite yet, but that's the idea. Tote, jig, concentrates. Oh, you know what I could do? I could stick the tote in there up on top. Maybe I need a milk crate. Stick everything up so it sits a little higher. Bilge pump can sit inside there. I'll run power to it. Yeah. So let's see. And then that way I also can use a little jet dry because the materials that I'm going to be running are very, very fine, and we want to make sure that we're catching any of those little teeny tiny flowery pieces. So that is the idea. Okay, so the setup I'm going with, I decided on putting the jig inside with its little tote right there. I'm gonna go ahead and fill water inside and have the pump inside this, so I'm just a closed system, gonna recirculate. But I had to figure out what to do with all of the materials that I don't want, because if I didn't have this bucket here, they'd just be falling down and I don't want them to go back into the tote. So what I decided to do, one might call redneck engineering, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this bucket that I cut a hole down here at the bottom, and all the material should flow from inside into there and into the bucket. So then I've got the stuff I want, stuff I don't want. I am deciding to use these alligator clips, and we're going to use a car battery opposed to hooking up to the house power, just because I'm curious about it working. So it seems pretty basic. You've got positive, negative. I'm gonna get these separated really quick. And Okay. Before I hook these up to the battery, I'm gonna go around to the other side and make sure that we're just in the center. This means there's absolutely no power going to the motor. It's dead in the middle. We're not on AC or DC. When I do plug them in though, I'm gonna come over and switch it down to DC. Well, upon further inspection of the materials I'm using, I think that 20 mesh, I think that the 20 mesh isn't quite right for what I'm wanting. So I'm actually gonna pop out the 60 here and switch those out before I get rolling. So 60, you can see, is fine, but it's not too fine. I think I'm gonna be able to get all of the little gold flakes that are inside this concentrate and be able to work those through while keeping everything else out and kicking it out. If I run the material and decide that this maybe wasn't the right size, I have everything, it's not disappearing, so I can just go ahead and pull the bucket and actually rerun it with the new screen. So we'll go ahead and see what materials come out with this one and then try again if we need to. I absolutely love the fact that I can change these screens out and I don't even need tools to do it. You saw it just took me 2 seconds. I'm gonna make sure all of these are nice and tight in there. This does seem a little wiggly, but we're going to try it out and see. There you go, that's a little more stable. We're gonna try it out and see what happens. Okay, get that moved over. First and foremost, I think we should, before I do anything else, before I fill up with water or anything, I think I should get it started and powered up and make sure that everything is good on that side. And I'm gonna add some water and get it going. See, I don't think I need too much water. Just enough to keep the pump underwater and stuff moving through. I also picked up some jet dry to recirculate because the material that I'm running is ultra fine and the water needs some sort of tension breaker because gold is hydrophobic and it does not like water. It doesn't want to be wet, and how small this stuff is, it's going to float on the top. So what the jet dry does is it breaks the tension and it causes the water to flow and float down and find a spot on the bottom to sit. Probably just a little more water. And you don't need a lot, especially for this little water. You just need a little bitty splash and you are totally fine. Because the other thing is too, you don't want it to bubble because bubbles are also the enemy. Okay, so I have officially got everything together. It looks a little wonky right now, but let me tell you what I did. So I discovered by having that turned out, I was thinking only the fines would fall in there with maybe minimal water, but a whole bunch of water comes out. You can see that bucket is totally filled. So I went ahead and I turned it. I made it so that as that water overfills, it's gonna fill into the container. I still have the fines that I want separated. This is the stuff I don't want. This is my wonky makeshift. Make sure that all my stuff makes it into the bucket and not back into either my big tote or the fines container. I have the bilge in the back getting ready to pump, and I have the machine on, plugged in and ready to go. So we've got the movement there. We're gonna go ahead and plug in for our pump. And again, all of this is just being ran off a car battery. This is pretty convenient. Okay, should have water. There we go, water's flowing there. We're starting to see some water come up in there. All right, last thing we need is our buckshot. So I'm gonna go ahead, get you put down. Hi. So I've got my buckshot here, and we don't need a whole bunch. We need just enough to be filling this compartment. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of it in. I want just a nice layer across. Okay, let's see. That looks pretty good, I would say. I can feel there's that pulsation movement going. Perfect. Okay, I think she's ready to test. I don't know what else to do. We've got our water, we have movement, power, we've got our buckshot, we've got an area for our stuff we want to throw away, and we've got an area for the ultra heavies that we're trying to collect, the gold and whatnot. So I think we have no choice but to go ahead and run some finds. These finds have been sitting out for, there's leaves in them. These finds have been sitting out for a very long time. The gold miner that collected these, he didn't know what to do with it because it is so fine, it's very hard to capture, and the equipment he was using just wasn't working. So we're hoping today that this jig is the answer to separate out all of the little gold pieces that are hiding inside this bucket. So let's try. We are getting some material down there. We'll look at it just bouncing back out. Any of that light stuff? Immediately it's picking up all the light stuff and it's pushing it right out. Okay. See some material going in there. There's a little bit you can see down in the cracks of the tote. Okay. I'm gonna keep running this material and go through the rest of the bucket and see what we have left over at the end. I just need a little water in here. A good swish with all the corners because that's where the gold likes to hide. This bucket has been sitting there a long time and all those corners are pretty stuck in there. Alright, last little bit going in top. Awesome, we're going to call that clean enough. So let's go ahead and I'm going to shut her off, get our water shut off, let everything settle out, and immediately we see all of this. We have so much heavy material and magnetics up here that trying to get all of it through or lift it up out of here is pretty dang challenging, so I'm not surprised to see all of this in there. The most challenging part about mining in the district that I'm in is actually cleaning the gold. Moving the materials is just like any other mine. You know, you find a good spot to scoop or dredge You get it moved, you get it run, and then all of a sudden you're facing at about 50% ratio of heavy magnetics. And those magnetics gunk up the runs, the riffles, anything that is used to catch the gold. And it obviously is no different using the gold jig. But I still think that it worked really, really well for this material. We're just gonna have to lift this out, check what's down there, and decide from there. Don't need that plugged in anymore. Don't leave that actually. Wiggle that out of the way. What I'm actually curious of before I do that, I'm gonna look and make sure in this, I'm gonna be honest, I'm changing my mind as I do this. Okay. Now lightly, see some gold floaters in there now. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of material down here. Okay. So out of the entire bucket, this is what I am left with for materials. There are still a whole bunch of magnetics in here, so I'm gonna have to work this down pretty tediously to try to get these magnets out. But just looking at it, there is some gold sitting right there. So I know that the gold is here, it's in the bucket. We just need to work it down even further from this point. So there it is, my first trial run of the mini jig, and I have to say I absolutely loved it. It worked through all the material very quickly. It was extremely easy to set up, and now I know just what I need to be able to pack it out with me and how simple it is. So I have to say I love it so far. Can't wait to take it out on some more adventures.
So I really appreciate Morgan showing how she set up her water recirculating system. That is top notch. It looks really good. Hats off to you, Morgan. You did a great job with that. And it was a bit of a process. She figured it out as she was doing it and came up with a really good system. Now, I'm a little confused with the screen choice. I was applauding when I was like, yay, when she said she's going to use the 60 to run her concentrates instead of the 20. Great choice, but I think she might have changed her mind and switched back to the 20 before she ran it, because when she's done, it looks like there's a fair amount of concentrates in the concentrates tub, and that 60 mesh screen should not have allowed that much material to get through.
Right.
Especially, I can tell the material's a little coarser. If I'm wrong, we'll find out, but that's the only comment I have on that.
And if you do run it and you have a bunch of concentrates, the great thing about this is she takes off that 60, if that's what it was, and puts that 100 in it, takes that gallon of concentrates or a little bit better than that and turns it into a cup with 95+% recovery.
Absolutely.
You end up with so much less material to clean your gold out of.
Yeah.
But all your gold's still in it.
Yeah, what gets through that, if you start with a couple gallons of minus 60 concentrates, when you run it through that 100, you're going to have like a couple teaspoons maybe coming out of your minus 100. And so you'll get rid of the vast majority of that excess material, concentrated even more. So yeah, don't stop and pan it out once you've run it through one time. If you've got a smaller screen, run those concentrates through the smaller screen to get it down. You never want more than one like quarter pan of material or half pan at the most of material.
You will be amazed at the difference in the amount of material left over after stepping down on the sides.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
G'day guys, Jason here from Prospecting in the Alpine, and today we're going to head out and give the mini jig its first maiden test run and see how it goes. So I'll just go through some of the equipment that I'm taking down for today. So we'll start off, we do have my big 60 litre bucket just to carry everything in. I do have my hose nozzle in there to try and break up some of the dirt if we need to. I have my screen brushes and my tools and my Allen key in case any of the parts come loose. Now we move over to the gumboots. Got to take the trusty gumboots because I don't want to get cold feet in the water down here. I do have my battery charger down here in case I do get a flat battery. I have my 2 batteries here. I have a master and I have my Milwaukee batteries. We do have our battery and inverters here for the power tool batteries. So the power tool will go straight onto that, and then we just hook this up to the machine and we're good to go. We do have our lead shot balls here for the top of the Riverdance jig. I do have my hose. I have my other screen there, the 80 mesh screen. That's my other battery inverter. We have our little bilge pump here, a little 1100 GBH bilge pump. And of course we have the Minimax Pro here, the Riverdance Minimax. I do have the little bucket on the bottom there. I am going to have to upgrade the bucket as it's a little bit tiny. All my other buckets are a little bit big. And we can't forget our Riverdance crew hats. That one there is a must. Alright guys, so that's what I'm taking with me for today. Of course I will be taking a gold pan as well, which is already in the back of the car. So we'll see you down on the field. Alright guys, this is the hose connection that we normally get in Australia, our standard connection. And that's the end piece there that we screw onto. And the drama I'm having with the hose that I've got, so this is a connection here instead of that. So everything we can get comes like this with no threads like that. So I do have a little bit of a dilemma trying to make this a quick connect. So we'll see how we go.
Yeah, well, I forgot to send the quick connect kit with he's got the American hose, but I forgot to send the quick connect kit. I did send one later, unfortunately.
I think that hose system is left over from the Imperial British. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Alright guys, so we're going to take the mini jig out today, but the first thing I need to do is grease all these little moving parts here. So I need to give that one there a bit of a grease, and that one down there a little bit of a grease. So I do have the grease gun set up here with a little bit of multi-purpose in it. So let's grab him and put a little bit on. There we go, we've got a nice little bit there which I'll rub in. And a nice little bit up the top here. So let's get that in there, rub it all in nicely. So I need to give that one there a bit of a grease.
Aren't those like little grease certs
so
there?
have the grease gun set up here with a little bit of multi-purpose in it.
Hey, nope, nothing wrong with maintaining your machine.
There we go, we've got a nice little bit there which I'll
Super
rub in.
good at just showing everything though, you
Yeah,
know.
I do like that.
And a nice little bit up the top here. So let's get that in there, rub it all in nicely.
Don't forget to lick your finger.
As easy as that to pack up into the box. Now we'll lift her up and put it into the car. Very light, anyone can carry this. As easy as that, all packed up in the car, ready to go. Took less than 5 minutes. Gotta love that. All done. Alrighty guys, so we're in the car now, we're all packed up and ready to go. It's the first day of winter here in Australia, so we're going to head down to the Victorian High Country for a bit of a prospect and put the Riverdance Minimax through its paces and give it its maiden run. Let's see how we go. I'm so excited to give this a whirl today because I'm going to be the first person in Australia to give this a run. I'm so excited, I can't wait. The area I've come to today was mined back in the 1860s with massive hydraulic sluices and a massive dredge, so I know there's definitely gold down here. Alrighty guys, we've finally made it to the gold field, so let's unpack and hit the creek. First things first, get out the machinery. I better not forget the gold pan with the bucket. So today I think I'm just going to take down my gold pan, my XP pan, and my XP classifier as well, just to do a test pan to make sure we're on the gold. And that's all we need to take. There we go, got the gumboots on, ready to go. Alrighty guys, so we're down on the creek now, and this is a spot that I've come to quite a little bit. We do have got a little bit of gold out of here, so that's why I thought I'd bring down the Riverdance Mini Max to give it a whirl down here. So I guarantee I know we're gold. This is the hole we're going to be having a dig out of, just here. So as you can see, it's a nice little deep hole. We do have lots of nice dirt here. We've got a nice little clay layer. We do have little heavy ironstones. See, that's our material there, which is very good. Lots of heavies in there, lots of ironstone, which is good. A little bit of black sand. So it should be very interesting to see how we go. Time to get the pans wet. Alright, so we're just going to test pan the hole first and see how we go. There we go, there's our material, looks pretty nice. So we'll just do a 2 shovel test pan and see. We've got about 1/4 of a pound of material, that should be enough for a test. Oh, let's see if we can find a quiet spot at the creek. Just behind this rock here should do. Remember, if you're panning in a stream, always pan up against the stream, so it washes your gold back into the pan and not straight out of it. Alrighty, let's have a look. And we do have a couple of tiny little specks, 1 and 2. So we are on the gold, or we do have a 3rd one. So let's set it up and have a go. Definitely going to have to look into a quick connect for this. Positive.
Our negative. Beautiful, ready to go. I'll separate them a little bit. Awesome. Righty, and we already have our water pump in the water with the connection ready to go. The connection was the same one as the one we have on there. I am going to look into doing quick connects, but like I said before, the hoses in Australia are a little bit different to the ones you have in America. Our hoses in Australia don't actually have the threads on the end. They just have a plain hose, so I'm going to have to figure out that in the next few days. But yeah, that's all ready to go, so let's get into it. Alrighty guys, just waiting for the top to fill up with water. Here it goes there. Right, now we have our lead shot balls, and from what I've been told, we fill it up just enough to cover the fins. So let's do that now. Oh, nice shiny ball bearings. So we'll just slowly pour these in. So we pretty much got just enough lead shot to cover the top there. Put a couple more in for good luck. There we go. Pop them back in our box. Turn it on and let's have a look. There we go, looks like we're on a bit more level ground there. Alright, so I guess that's ready to go. I'm not 100% sure. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's put a shovel in. So we'll remove the bigger rocks off the top. Here we go, we've got a nice little shovel here. Here we go guys, the first shovel in the Riverdance Mini Max. This is very exciting. I can't believe I'm the first person in Australia to use this. Let's go. We'll just shovel a bit of it in. Oh yeah, there we go. Get rid of some of these bigger rocks. Let's see how it goes. Here we go guys, first shovel in the Riverdance.
Got a full shovel on a mini.
I don't know. I mean, it's this wide, and the box is this wide. Yeah, right. You got most of it in there.
Yeah. Seems like his water pressure is a little low on this first scene too.
Oh, absolutely.
Later when he shows it, that's what it looked like when I was in Arizona.
Dribbling out instead of going out. So yeah. Most likely that is not enough battery power.
Yep.
Or the machine's sitting up too high, but it doesn't look like he has it up too high, and it's a pretty flat bank, so I'm guessing he just doesn't have enough power, or there could be some debris that's blocking the inlet there. But
and that's exactly what it looked like when I was in Dusseldorf. That was my problem when I found out half a battery's not enough to run that pump, you know. I was struggling. Once I got it figured out though, it ran just fine.
Are you sure it's called Dusseldorf?
Dusseldorf, Wiener Schnitzel, something.
Pretty sure it's Duesenberg.
Here's what I know. Nobody was wearing those short pants with the suspenders. I was very disappointed.
Next time you go, you'll have to bring
some.
Oh,
I'm wearing them, yeah.
Alright, so I'm not really sure. Doesn't seem to be much material moving. You have to be careful not to lose the bearings.
You think you put too many bearings in?
So yeah, I don't know.
Some of it does seem to be going, so yeah, not really sure. We can see them pulsating in there a little bit, up and down. Slightly moving a little bit. We don't seem to be getting anything coming out of the bottom. It's very strange.
Yeah.
There's not
So
enough water pressure.
one thing he's doing is he's stirring that pot. He found out in Nome that if you got fine gold, that's kicking it out.
Yeah.
And he's immediately plugged up too.
Yeah. Yep. Because he's using a fairly large screen and then dumping that. Then they do in that creek. They have a lot of heavy material.
Alright guys, so as you can see the machine's working and everything, but I'm not getting any con material coming out of the bottom or really any water. So I think I might have a blockage in there. We're going to have to stop or turn it off and have a little bit of a look. So we'll do that now. So our motor off, our pumps are off. Unscrew this and have a look. So yeah, have a look in there. Completely blocked up with cons. So there we have that cleaned out now. Might have to quickly take the top screen off just to have a look in the bottom of it, make sure it's not fully blocked up because there is no water coming out, so we'll have to have a look. Or actually I might just run the pump and see if that cleans it out. Oh, there it goes. So it might have been a little bit blocked in the bottom there. As you can see, here it comes. Looks like it's having a poo. There it goes. Blop. Blop. So it might be a little bit blocked in there. Here we go. It's got the water maybe coming out again. Let's have a bit of a look. Get a little stick, we'll stick that in there and see if it is blocked. So I think it might be. So we'll pull it apart, turn the water off and we'll have a look. I am definitely going to get some quick connects for these because these are a little bit awkward. Right, so I'll pop the screen off. There we go, we have that off, and yeah, here we go guys, look. It is completely blocked up there in the bottom with fine material. Absolutely completely blocked. Yep, completely blocked up in there. So we're going to have to try and unblock that and see how we go.
All right, folks, Jason's Minimax is plugged up solid, and that's where we're going to leave it for now.
Yeah, he's got a full Alaska Mystery Jam in that hutch. You're going to want to see how he fixes this one.
In episode 2 of Riverdance Gold Hunter, we're not just unclogging Jason's Minimax, You're also going to watch the rest of our Riverdance Gold Hunter crew set up their mini jigs for the very first time.
New rigs in the water, fresh painted on the screens, and we are finally getting to the good stuff.
That's right. The gold and gems are coming, and you are not going to want to miss it. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for our Riverdance Gold Mining channel, ring the bell, and come back for episode 2 to see exactly how Jason gets his Mini-Max unclogged.
And see who dials in their Riverdance mini jig first and starts stacking those concentrates.
From here in Alaska, and from all of our Riverdance Gold Hunters, thanks for watching.
We'll see you in episode 2.
Don't miss it. Oh, I think we nailed it, Larry.
That might be good. Yep.